morning and welcome to my channel. Today it's Shop My Stash 2025, the challenge, open challenge by Enchanted Dreams 71. And oh my goodness, I'm just looking out my window and there's bunnies, two bunnies on our land frolicking around. Ah, he's so close, or she. So close. They've been there a few times, but never this close. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted by bunnies. Yes, it's by Lorie, Enchanted Dreams 71's challenge, and it's notebooks, small notebooks. So I've got here two, these are from the Digital Collage Club, they're coasters. Great resource there for finding ephemera and journal kits. You can pay yearly or have a lifetime membership. She often has offers, and I took an offer up for the lifetime membership, which worked really well, because if I suddenly think, oh, I want to do a so-and-so journal, I go there first and I can find bits and pieces for it, or a complete journal kit. Or the other thing is I can look at her journal kits and think, oh, Victorian ladies, I'll make one with that, you know, and she has all the ephemera and everything there. So it's well worth a visit. She's called, no, sorry, when I say Digital Collage Club, she's now, her website is now Making and Creating. Anyway, back to the notebooks. I'm not getting paid or anything for that, by the way. It's just that I really like the resource. I'm going to put this one as my front and this is my back. So I'm taking a piece of scrap of tea dyed paper, and I'm measuring there, not up there, there. I want a strip of it. So I just want to cut that straight down. These particular ones are concertina notebooks. So I'm going to put that, I'm starting at the front because it doesn't end up completely as a complete piece at the back. You'll see when I fold it. So I fold it, try and fold it fairly straight. Like that. Just make sure it's down properly, and then I start this side and just glue it straight on at the front. So you glue to the front here, like that. And then we go on to the back here. So you're kind of square it all up, get it in position where you want it. There. Now, I am not keen on the white bit there, so I want to get some decoration. Okay, I've got some of Roxy's flowers, too big. Oh, I quite like that. What else do we have? It's lengthwise, that one. A bit too much showing. I think this one. I think I like this one. I will ink around the edge. So anyway, I hope you're all well. Please consider joining in the challenge. It's once a month on the second Monday of the month. That's because today's Tuesday when I'm filming it. Now I am going to colour in with my pen here just to get rid of some of the white down here. And this is a Tombow ABT Pro P942 I'm using. Just colours in and gets rid of some of the white bits. There. I have to keep that in a drawer because I got it out recently and I had to get a new one because the whole thing had dried up, which wasn't very good. Okay, we'll stick this down here, and then I want a bit of decoration on the front. Yeah, snip that off the bottom. There, hides a bit of the white. You could always ink in there as well if you wanted. Now the front, I think I'm going to put, I've got some Roxy labels here. I need a tall one that can go just there. Ooh. That's quite nice. I don't think I've got any others. Oh, I've got that one. Oh, I like that as a contrast. Oh, that one. Oh dear. No, I like that one as a contrast, I think. Just ink around that. I'm using the wrong ink dauber. I've just realised. No, I can't find it. Okay, I have no idea where my vintage photo ink dauber's gone. I bet I've lost it down the back of my desk. Okay. I will use this for now. All right. I always double check everything. I'm always worried I've stuck everything up the wrong way. Like that. No, that is the right way. No, that's the right way. There. Now I think I'm also going to do a quick bit of stamping because it's about using your stash, and I have these little stamps I bought years and years ago. Stamp tapestry. So I'm just going to stamp on each page. There. Nothing, doesn't matter if it doesn't come out completely. I quite like that. Using them up. So that's one I've done. And then going that way. Nice little notebook for your journal. Now this is another notebook. And I think I'm going to cut it about there. This is from the Wildflowers Tim Holtz. I still need that. And it's about One, two, three, just under about 4 3/4 wide. No, 3 3/4 wide. What am I talking about? 3 3/4 inches wide. Now, I like this as the front, so I'm going to fold that there, and then level that up and cut this piece off here. We'll be using that if I've got a good idea of what I'm going to do with that piece. So that's the front, which I will now ink all round, and I just need some pages to put in. Put a small signature together, which I'm going to sew in here just with 2 holes. Quite simple. I just want to make sure I've got it all up the right way. Yeah. So just punch through with my pokey tool or awl. Sorry for clonking. Right, that's all I'm doing for now, and I'm just tying this off into a knot. Like that. Okay. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed ledger paper, book page, and these are all remnants I've got sitting around. So this is what this is quite handy for. Quite tempted to put a bit of lace down there. I don't know. Now the closure, and this is where it's slightly different. And I found my vintage photo dobber underneath my sewing table. Goodness knows why it ended up there. Okay. I'm wondering if this is going to work. I'm hoping it is. And I might use this piece on the end there for what I want it for. Okay, I'm just going to, this has kind of got a rounded corner, which I'm not very good at cutting there. And I think that will be plenty long enough. I think I'll chop this off. There. Don't need it that wide. There. And take that bit off. Right, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Do I have that like that? Yeah, right, I'm going to take that even further down there. And ink round the edges. Could round the corners of this if I wanted to as well. And then I'm just going to glue it there. I'm gluing just the top and the bottom. Like that. Make sure that's stuck down. And then I'm taking this piece, whoops, get rid of my scrappy bits, ink around this, and this is going to be the closure. When I was first looking at the bit of paper, I just pulled a piece of paper and I saw this and I thought, oh, it could go down there. But in fact, I think this would be much better as the closure. Now, normally, I'm thinking now, because that will go under there and this will go and stick down here. But I think what I might do is take off the post bit, because that is quite long. That's quite handy for something else. So where do I want to put it? Out there? Yeah. There, like that. There we are. And that is that notebook. Oh, no, there's not. I'm going to do a bit more. Do you know what? I'm going to do some stamping again. But not the same. I've got a flower here. No, that's the dragonfly. I've got a flower here. Just on the plain papers there. Down on that one. These are great. I don't know why I don't use them more often on pages. As I say, when you're doing a decoration like this, it doesn't matter if you don't get the full flower. I've had them so many years when I did my card making and used to go to the craft shows, you know, where you could buy things. And it was a stall there. And you know what you do, you come home and you see their ideas and then you think, oh yeah, I can do that. And then you can't, because you can't remember what it was. Okay, I'm just thinking a bit of lace down there. I'm not sure. I couldn't resist a piece of lace. So I've got some crocheted lace here. I found. And I'm just going to put that over the top. Like that. Rough that up a bit. There we go. Yeah, definitely needed a piece of lace. So there are my two notebooks, the concertina notebook and just a normal notebook with a different closure, using up your scraps that you've got and anything in your stash. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, notification bell and subscribe if you haven't. It would be great. Speak to you all again soon. Bye.